Good morning. The Quad City Blues are on the air from Lincoln, Nebraska. This is Greg Corcoran along with Rich Blunk and Dean Patton as we get set to bring you the first game of the day, which is going to be another junior varsity matchup between the Blues and the homestanding Lincoln Stars. Rich, want to take our fans who weren't with us last night, what happened in the JV game last night?
So, yeah, the JV gave up, only two. Only two,
First
and
period.
both of them on breakaways where the player got at least a step or two behind a D-man and didn't give Cody Harkey much of a chance whatsoever. And then after that, had to crawl back in it, managed to get a second goal in the third period to get it to a shootout, which was well-deserved because they outshot the Stars by a margin of close to 2-1. And then in the shootout, all three Blues players did not convert, and the first of the Stars did, and that would do it for the second point. So of the things to watch for, converting your opportunities on the offense because it looked a little disjointed for much of the game, and then making sure that defensive responsibility is paramount and those guys can't get behind you in any way, shape, or form.
It was one of those, it was a frustrating game for the Blues. It was a little frustrating for us, too, because we had the Blues offense right in front of us for the first and third periods, and they had so many chances, and the puck just took a bad bounce or it slipped off a stick just before the player was going to get his shot away. And like we needed that shot from the point by Tyler Duvall with 1:01 to go just to get into the tie.
Right.
And so we did get a point. And if you get a point in one of these games, it's not the end of the world. But when you don't get anything for your effort and you lose by one, that's really tough to take. And fortunately, we'll talk more about the varsity game later. But we dominated that game in the first period, and then after that it was a pretty close game, and it was 2-2 going into the middle stages of the third period before Alex Blunk made a really nice save at the blue line to keep it in, and then he walked around a man and got in a little bit closer to the circle and let one go and beat the goaltender over his shoulder. So we held on to that lead and got 2 points, and now we're up to a situation where we're 5-6 on the season for the varsity team. And a win today would get us to 500 for the first time. And after that opening stretch, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we're not going to be the ones to say we told you so, but guess what? We told you so. The beginning of the season is bumpy and difficult. And once we got past Omaha, Sioux City, and Kansas City, things would loosen up for your Blues a little bit in terms of the competition, and we'd be able to bank at least some points, but you never want to be overconfident with any of these games because on any given Saturday night or Sunday morning, any of these teams could beat any other.
And right now the Blues varsity team sits in 9th place. You can't really put much stock in those numbers because teams have played anywhere from 9 to 12 games. And so if you're one of the teams with 9 games played, you're not going to have as many points probably. But I do know that if the Blues win today, and if Ames loses today and they're playing one of the tough teams, I can't remember which one right off the top of my head, but we will pass them and move at least into 8th place. So it's an important. And, of course, the JV, they have a much thinner margin of error because they have to get into the top 6.
Correct.
And I was looking at the standings last night after the games, and the top 5 look like they're going to be pretty well spoken for.
Correct.
It's a question of can we sneak into the 6th place like we did last year.
And there's going to be a bunch of teams after that.
So we can't leave points on the table, and we did that last night, so we got to start and get the full 2 points today. All right, we're ready to go. Puck comes to Alexander, puts it into the zone, and they take it right out. Now this is Spector.
Amos.
Here's a long shot from just inside the blue line that goes over the net. I believe this is West. Now here is Spector, tries to get it back to the blue line, and it's dumped out to center ice. And this is Jackson Otten. Wheels at his own blue line, starts to come back. Sends it ahead to Alexander. Trey Alexander chasing it into the near side corner. But the Stars get to it first. That's Carlson putting it behind his net. This is a new goaltender today for the Lincoln Stars. His name is West. We'll check to see if we can get his first name a little later. But Tizer plays last night, and
played quite well.
Yeah, he played very well, but I guess they're giving their other goalie a chance today, so we'll see what happens. There's a big hit behind the net, and the man who made the check for the Stars wound up flat on his back, and the Blues player just kind of looked down and said good morning. Now, puck is loose in the corner. Now it rolls behind the net. Now somebody sends it out along the boards. This is the one part of the rink we don't have a great vision for. Now here's a long shot from the point. Deflected off the stick of Otten, but it went wide. Not sure Jackson really wanted to do that. Now here is number 16, Mendoza. But he's the only Blues player in the zone. Now it gets out again. And this is Tyler Duvall. Oh, Duvall loses the puck. And we're going to get a shot away, and that's luckily goes wide. Tyler Duvall last night was kind of the hero of the game and getting us to the overtime by scoring with 61 seconds left. So he's out there on his first shift, along with Otten on defense. Now the puck comes free out to center ice. This is going to come all the way down. Is that going to make it far enough for icing? No, they wave it off, and as they should have, because that player could have gotten to that puck a little faster. Now, puck back to center ice. Lead pass for number 17, Wright. He loses it, and it's sent back in. Now there's a man going to get to the net, going to get a shot away. And I'm not sure if Harkey made the save or he just missed the net, but that's exactly the kind of play they scored on last night when one of their forwards got a step on the D-man and walked in alone, and this time Harkey was able to make the stop.
All right, Tendy for Lincoln, Merrick Vest, V-E-S-T, with a V, okay. With a 2.41 goals against average and a .906 save percentage.
That's pretty good.
It is very good.
That's pretty good. So, now here's a pass ahead. Oh, that was number
Kelly
92. Honer tried to pass it to himself in the offensive zone, but the defenseman did a good job of breaking that up. Now the puck comes once again to Honer. Honer looking to get it to the net. He tried to get it to Panther. Jackson couldn't quite get there. And the Blues pick it up at center ice with Honert. Dumps it into the high slot. The puck is free.
Nice
Panther picks it up along the right wing boards. Takes it into the corner, now behind the net. He's checked off the play and taken off in there by number 30 for the Stars. They largely have illegible names and numbers on their jerseys.
It really is.
Puck just outside the Stars zone. Now it goes back in and back to center ice, and it pops up into the Stars players bench. So we'll have a whistle with 11:32 in the first period.
Yeah, you're not wrong on that one-step advantage that guy had looking like yesterday.
I mean, that looked like a carbon copy of the 2 goals they scored in the first period yesterday.
Got to keep that shut down.
Yeah. All right. Here it comes to Otten. He sends it in deep, played by Vest to the far side corner. Players bump along the boards. It's going to come free to Otten. He gets it in. Now this is Sam Blunk behind the net. Maybe Sam can score today, and Alex can do something with. Oh, here's a puck in front. He can send some video out to the grandparents.
Yeah, there we go.
Now the Stars come back 3-on-2 as they enter the zone. Good body check there. Knocked the puck off the stack. That was, I think that was Otten.
It was Otten. He likes that hip check.
Now here's a man tries to bring it to the side of the net, and he's stopped. Now the Blues come back. He's got a man over here open on the left wing. Can't get to him. There's a long shot.
What are you doing?
And that one went right into the pads of the defenseman. And it winds around to the near side boards where Garver sends it in. And now it's picked up by Lancaster behind the net for the Stars. And Jack Wright picks it up, sends it back to Guile. Guile looking for an opening. Now he sends it to his defense partner, Otten.
Oh,
Otten
boy.
loses the puck, and we've got a odd man rush going the other way, but a good back check by Jack Wright prevented a problem for the Blues defense on that one. Now here once again, getting it into the zone, gets around one, going right to the net, tries for the backhand shot. It's knocked off a stick before he got the shot away.
Yeah, good stick by Otten there.
Puck out by the left point. They battle for it, kept in, and now it's put into the corner. And this is Guile once again. Sends it to the corner. Pretty even so far in terms of territorial play.
Agreed.
Now here's a long lead pass trying to get it through to a man, but it's picked up there by number
nice pass.
Mendoza. Mendoza got it to Spector. Spector in front, tries to get a stick on it, can't do it, and the puck is cleared out back to center ice where Duvall's going to pick it up at his own blue line. Mendoza made a nice pass. Now here's a long pass from well behind the center line, and that's going to be an icing against the Blues, and rightly so.
Yeah, you were about to say that was a really nice, two actually really nice plays by Mendoza. Heads up trying to get the puck from the sideboards into a better shooting angle to Amos Spector. Of note, we have two officials and two officials only, neither one wearing an armband, so they both can make penalty calls, but I'm sorry, that's a little inadequate for a high school game. You got to have at least three.
Yeah. Oh, puck gets free. That's going to go right down, and they're going to call that an icing? No, the goalie was calling for an icing. I really shouldn't watch him because he really doesn't have any authority to call off icing.
He can put his hand up all he wants. A turnaround shot from the boards by Honert, and there we go.
So we've got a stoppage with 8:57 left in the first period. No score. A couple of good chances for each team, but nothing too dramatic. Now the puck comes off the boards right in front. There's Panther going to get to the backhand. Now he sends it back to the point. There's a long shot coming. Puck is knocked down by the defense.
Oof. Just laid there for a moment.
Yep. Puck free along the boards. Comes to, I think it was Dingwell, I believe. And now the puck comes to Harkey, and he makes the save on a very slow rolling puck that got to him. Let's see if I had that name right. Yeah, Ryan Dingwell was the man that was carrying the puck out of the zone. It was a shot from the high slot, right by where it says Culligan Water.
Yep.
And it hit the defenseman and fell right outside the crease, but our player was blocked from getting to it, and so a possible opportunity went awry. Now the puck is free right in front of the Blues net. Now the Blues pick it up and start to come out. Sent in deep. Player is knocked down. That's number 42, Alexander. Kept in by Roseboro, who puts it back in. The Blues have to clear on the temporary offside. Now Blunk gets a stick on it and sends it to the near side corner. Trying to keep it in is number 25, Sacheski. Now Blunk tries a shot. That hit the shaft of the stick of the goaltender, who had the post well covered on Blunk's shot. Now here's another attempt by Alexander to get the puck to the middle. Now it's just sitting there. They overskate it. The puck comes free right through the goal crease. Nobody there for the Blues. Now Fillion's going to get a shot away. I think that's his first appearance on the ice, and that puck goes into the players' bench. Kind of a long time to wait to put Fillion out there. I think this is his first shift, isn't it? Did you see him out there before?
No, you know what? I think you're right. Maybe his first shift. That was some good offensive pressure, not dangerous shots, mostly peripheral play, but good pressure. All right, you got CC, Spector, Jack Wright, Mendoza, Roseboro, and Sacheski as your five.
Puck sits in the corner, but Lancaster takes it off in there for the Stars, sends it out along the boards, and here come the Stars. Sacheski puts his shoulder into the man as he tried to cross the blue line, and it goes to Roseboro behind the net. Roseboro puts it off the boards, gets it out of the zone. Now we got a man fall down. We got a 2-on-1 developing. Great defensive play there by Lancaster. Just as the Blues looked like they were going to get a good opportunity on a 2-on-1, Lancaster. Here's a long shot from Roseboro. Knocked down. Goes to the far side. Here's Wright going to chase it down. He's bumped. Puck is free along the board. Sent in deep again to Wright. He's beaten to the puck. And they try and send it out along the far boards. Now here's Wright. Now here is up another break. Fortunately, the puck was far enough ahead of the streaking winger for Lincoln that he wasn't able to catch up with, but he had about 3 steps on our defense, so that can't continue.
Right.
Now the Blues are back in the zone, but they lose control of it. And Puck rolls to the near side. Who's going to get to that? That's Mendoza. Tries to backhand it deeper into the corner, but it's played off in there by Lincoln. That's his pass is knocked down just inside the blue line. Guile didn't know where it was. Now the Blues are going to send it back in again as they clear the zone. Swings all the way around to the far side. Who's going to get to it first? Kept in by Guile for a moment. Now we got another puck knocked away from the defense back at the offensive blue line, and Lincoln seems intent on getting behind our defense, and they've had a couple of opportunities to do it. So
worked yesterday.
Yeah. Now here's a long pass going down. That's not going to go far. Well, it went far enough.
That was a nice flop shot.
Yeah. Now here is Honert. He is hit, but he maintains control. He's going to get a shot away. Missed the net on the left side of the net as Honert was shooting at it. He had a man on the right side that could have taken a pass. Now the puck is rolled into the near side corner in the Blues zone. And this is Duvall. Duvall unable to get it out. Duvall puts his man down. Puck rolls through to Harkey, who sticks it to the near side corner, and the Blues need to come out of the zone. It gets past the defense. There's no icing on this. The Blues are going to chase it down. That's number 50, Price. Kept in by Alexander. And now back out again. There's a long shot, but Harkey sticks to the corner without any problem. This is Trey Alexander. Reverses it along the near side boards. Now a pass is intercepted by Lancaster.
Oh.
Now here's a man going to get right in front, and he scores. For Lincoln, they take a 1-0 lead. Lancaster, I think that was Lancaster behind the net, and he just kind of dropped a pass out to Harkey's left, or Harkey's right, to the left side circle, and there was a man cruising through, and he got a stick on it and beat Harkey. It looked like to the stick side, and like yesterday, Lincoln has taken a lead in the first period. Blues need to tighten it up in their defensive zone. Now they battle for it right in front of the Blues bench. It's sent in deep. This is Blunk going to go back and pick it up. And notice Mueller is not down playing with the junior varsity today.
At least
I haven't seen him yet. Now here's 1-on-4 as he enters the zone is number 20. 5. Is that Krzyzewski?
Yeah, Krzyzewski,
yeah. Spector gets it back to the point. There's a long shot. Misses everything. Goes far down to Krzyzewski. His attempted slap shot is a fan. And now we got a man trying to get around Krzyzewski. He gets around him. Here's a shot. Save in the front.
Good cover.
And Harkey makes the save and then covers up the loose puck as a man took a swipe at him as he went by.
Yeah, there was a quick rebound there, but he got that trapper down on top of it fairly quickly.
And we are, as we mentioned last night, we're far enough away from that net, so
yeah,
we're kind of guessing sometimes at what's happening because you can't really – it's easy to lose sight of the puck when it's that far away.
Correct.
And you're old.
And you guys have the benefit of Zoom thanks to Dino.
Yeah. All right, now the puck is sent in, picked up by Lincoln at their own zone. They look to come out. Duvall's going to get to it first. He's put into the boards. Now the puck is loose, but the Blues aren't able to clear it. Now this is Carver Guile behind his own net. Be careful back there. We got a man behind the net for Lincoln looking to set something up. Puck is kept in. Sent over to the far side. Got a man right in front. Good defensive play there by the Blues to knock it away from a potential centering pass. Now here they come again, the Blues, and they're offside as Mendoza had the puck knocked off his stick. You know, there hasn't been a penalty call, so maybe you can't call a penalty if you don't have a red R-band.
Potentially.
We're going to play the whole game without calling penalties.
I haven't seen anything that would have warranted
one,
though.
True.
So maybe it's just good refereeing.
I sure hope
that's going to be my hypothesis.
I sure hope a third guy gets here for the varsity game.
They called enough of our penalties in that game for 5 games.
Yes, they did. And puck is sent out, center ice. Now dump back in as the Blues clear the zone. Blues really have not had a single, what you'd call Class A chance
No, not at all.
in this game.
Nope.
Now the man down the left wing boards tries to get it to his center, but goes through to the near side boards where they battle for it at the half wall. And it does get out. They're going to have to clear. That's number 44. That is Clausen. We called his name a number of times last night. It's one of the few I could remember. Now here's a man stealing in front. He gets a shot away from the right circle. Blues are giving up chances.
Yeah.
Puck rolls through the crease. This whole unit seems a step slow today.
It does.
Now it comes down. They're going to rule. No, that doesn't go far enough for icing as Henke picks it up, gets it out of the zone, intercepted. But still, the Blues can't get anything going, and it comes back to Otten at his own blue line. Sends a pass ahead, trying to find Freiberger. Now here's a man going to get a shot away right on goal. That was a good shot there.
Filion, yeah.
That was Filion. But he was about 55 feet away from the net. It was right on goal. The goaltender made a chest pad save on that.
Yeah. Nobody's going to be able to get to that
At least
one.
it was a shot on goal, but not
Correct.
a very dangerous one. Now here's a man. Puck is right in front, and that was Price, who was unable to get his stick on it. He would have had a really good opportunity if he could have found that puck with his stick. Now the puck is loose. And here comes Lincoln. 1-on-3, gets around one. Blues stop the advance at the blue line and try to come back the other way, but their rush is stopped as well. We're down to less than a minute to play in the first period. There's one that goes all the way.
Huh.
I think that might have hit the glove of the Blues player,
Okay.
and that's why it was not called an icing. Now here is a touch pass, sends it ahead for Price. Now he tries to get it to his teammate. That is number 81, Blunk. Blunk's going to, almost had a chance there to get to the middle for a backhand, but not quite. Now Blunk's going to chase it into the corner. Nobody on the point for the Blues.
Yeah,
and
they were changing.
Now here comes a long pass. Otten's going to go back and get it. We're down to 21 seconds. Blues have time for one rush. Now here's a man pulled down.
There's
that
a
is gonna
penalty.
There's the first penalty of the day.
And correct call
Yeah.
made.
And
It's
that
gonna
was
be
about
a hook or
as-
a hold. I guess a rough. Okay,
That
fine.
was about as obvious as it could be.
yeah.
It just looked like he grabbed his shoulder and pulled him down. And
Right. You're not getting away from me, son. Here, go to the ice.
so with 13.7 seconds left, the Blues will get a power play advantage.
A BSN power play. I'm going to kind of miss the job of the Hut laugh when they go to the box, but that's okay. You can't have special days every day. All right. Honert, Freiberger, Jack Wright.
Behind the net. Not much time left in this period. Now here's Honert, tries to get to the middle. Can't do it all himself. And that's going to – there's a shot by Honert. Too far to the near side. There's the buzzer. That's the end of the first period. And one goal for the Lincoln Stars about 10 minutes into the period, and they lead it 1-0. So we'll have a short 2-minute
little intermission. We got some Varsity Blues on BSN right there for you, a little cameo. So I guess the only thing that I would want to mention, you had talked about yesterday the game winner by Blunk, kept it in at the blue line, walked down the wall, got into the circle in between the dots before firing that shot. And what I've seen a lot of, both Varsity and JV Blues, but much more the JV Blues, they get inside the blue line if they've got a 2-on-1 or a 1-on-1 or most any kind of rush, and they're getting north of the dots still or north of the circle and firing a shot with no net front presence and nobody to even get a rebound if there was one. And it just feels like the likelihood on the rush of beating a goaltender at this level is not very high taking those shots.
No.
So taking it down the wall to the corner and then firing a pass across the middle to a streaking teammate, trying to get in between the dots more towards center ice, in between, even if it's in the high slot, and getting a shot from there, I think those are much, much better chances. And we saw Kelly Honert go right to left and left to right and
Yep.
score that way. And that's where your goals come from. It feels like a lot of these rushes have been one and done, and a lot of it's, I'm on the rush, I got to get a shot toward the net, and even if it's on, it's not a high danger chance. So,
well, Rich, this morning in the breakfast area of the hotel, I had a short conversation with Coach Otten, and he just was adamant that 90. I'll quote him exactly: 90% of the game is puck possession, and when you just settle for a 45-foot shot with no net front presence, without looking for a teammate or trying to get in closer, you're
100%.
playing right into the hands of whoever you're playing.
They couldn't agree more. Drew knows a lot about hockey, of course, and it's absolutely right. Keep possession and get a danger shot. Maybe that's why yesterday, with a 2-1 shot advantage, we still ended up with a overtime loss against this team. So hopefully they can clean that up a little bit.
Well, we're going to keep an eye on how many of our shots are coming from distance with no net front presence, because I think that's something that's got to be taken care of, and we'll see if they make any changes in the second period. Blues now moving to the net that looks like it's in another county. Here is Jack Wright now down the left wing boards. He passes it back to Freiberger, back to Wright behind the net. Back to puck lines right on the blue line. Now they get a stick on it and knock it out, as Tyler Duvall was trying to get into position to let go a shot, but now this is a shot by Filion. He was a little closer, but still nobody in front.
Right.
Now here's a long one sent down, and that's – why isn't that icing?
Because we're on the power play.
Oh.
It's okay. That's why there's two of us.
It's early.
It's okay.
Early.
It's all right.
All right, here is Honert crossing the red line. He's met as he crosses the blue line, sends it into the zone. Blunk is back there, tries to get it out. The Blues are not going to be able to stop it. We had nobody on that point. And a puck is given away, and here's a long shot, a bouncing shot right on goal that Harkey has to make a save on.
Gotta go.
Down to 35 seconds on the power play, and the Blues have done absolutely nothing with this opportunity. And here's a long clearing pass. That's going to go down. The Blues get to it first. That's Duvall, but they are still 200 feet away from the net with the seconds ticking down on this power play.
That's going to be a DPPI.
Oh. And for those of you unfamiliar with our terminology, DPPI is the dreaded power play icing. Nothing more disruptive to your power play than giving the puck away and getting face-off back in your own defensive zone.
I mean, it's a lot better than giving up a shorty. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
So, but it's real bad.
All right. 10 seconds left. This is Jack Wright. He stopped before he even gets out of his own zone. We got to pass the puck, boys. Here is Jackson Otten. Puts it off his teammate's leg. Now a long shot.
Is over.
Sent into the zone. Team's back at full and equal strength. Sends it behind the net. The white shirts get it and start to advance out of their zone. Here's a long pass. Roseboro stops that rush. Goes to the corner. Otten and Roseboro. Now this is number 17, Wright. He's been out there for an extended period. Mendoza goes glove to puck to get it out of the zone, to get it to his stick, but he couldn't get it past the blue line. Roseboro does get it out, gets it to Mendoza. Mendoza is knocked down as he tried to get around the defenseman. Good solid check there. Comes all the way out along the far boards. Now here's a pass at the skates of Roseboro. Be careful, Rosie. Oof. Boy, that was dangerous. Very dangerous.
Yeah, it was.
Yep. Now here is Blunk. Blunk sends it across on a nice pass to Alexander. Alexander down the right side. Tries to get a step on a man, but gives up the puck before he could get a centering pass. Back to Tchesky. Puts it in along the boards looking for Blunk, but he's not able to catch up with that puck. And the Blues have to go back to center ice and reformulate their rush. This is Jackson Otten. Sends it across to Blunk. Kicks to the stick. Now he looks to cross into the zone, but no continuity on the passing, and Lincoln breaks it up. and seeks to come out the near side. Now here's a shot right in front.
Woo.
That one got away from Lincoln.
Yeah, CC Spector got a good shot.
Yeah, she got a good shot from about 8 or 10 feet out in front, but Vest was able to make the stop. And wonder what the shots on goal were in that first period.
I can look in because they are updating points.
Yeah.
It's a little behind, but not bad. Currently, we sit at 8-8, which seems about right.
Yeah. Yep. All right, and it goes back to. Oh, here's a shot right on goal by Duvall.
With the redirect on the way.
Goaltender left a rebound opportunity, but it was the defenseman who cleared it out of the way and not a Blues player. Now he tries to get it to Spector, has it roll off his stick just before he tried to pull the trigger on that. This is Duvall. He's checked, sends it out along the boards, but not out. Sent over to the near boards right in front of us. This is Tucheski. He's bumped as he tries to bring it out. He does get it out, and now it's sent back into Duvall. Duvall, 1-on-3. Sends it on goal, but an easy stop for Vest. 3 or 4 players battle in the corner. The puck comes free.
Kind of.
Try, yeah. Not so free. Now here comes Lincoln on a 2-on-2 rush.
Offside.
And
good
job there by number, who is that, 73, Guile. Kind of held the puck carrier up at the line and forced his line mate to go offside. So we'll have a face-off offside. I just get the feeling here that the next goal in this game is going to be really, really important.
Yeah,
because if we go down 2 the way we're sleepwalking this morning, we're gonna have problems. Now here's a man getting free along the right side board, sends a pass through the crease, but no one there for Lincoln. Now the puck just outside the circle, the left circle, man trying to maneuver to get a shot away. This is Moravsky. His centering pass goes instead to Mendoza, who gets it to Filion. Filion is able to get it deep, but there's nobody there for the Blues. Now Mendoza tries to get involved, but the puck's over on the other side now. Here's a long shot by Filion, right on goal. The rebound comes to Mendoza. He throws one at the net, but misses to the short side. Kept in nicely by number 8, Filion.
Oh, man.
Who was that? That
was Filion, who
Filion.
went hand, but it bobbled out. That was straight from behind into the bench.
Yeah, Filion just got drilled from behind as he was trying to enter the bench area. That was a dangerous play.
Yeah.
And it went uncalled. Now the puck is loose in front. It's going to sneak out here at the right point, and Lincoln's going to take control.
Nice back check there by Otten.
Otten pass to Guile is behind him. He's got to go all the way back behind his net to pick it up. He has his stick lifted. Guile tries to get it out along the boards, but unable to do so. He's going to try it again. And he does this time. He gets it to number 92, Honert, who actually finishes the job. Now we got a man deep inside the zone, so the Blues are going to have to clear. They do. Now here comes a man to center ice. He's knocked off the puck, and it's picked up by Panther. Panther is knocked down. Must be that slippery ice.
Yeah, ice is slippery. That's what they tell me.
Now the puck comes to EQ, Ethan Quinn. This is the first time we've seen Quinn on the
he's
on
been
the
out
ice. Has he?
several
Okay,
times, yeah.
all right. Freiberger into the zone.
Nice
puts
check.
his man in. A good job by Freiberger. Now we got a man getting right to the net, and has it knocked off his stick just as he was trying to get to the shot away. That was Panther. Yep. He looked like he was going to go to a backhand there, and a man from behind him just came by and knocked the puck off his stick. Now the puck is cleared out.
We're going to get a slashing call against Lincoln for a knock of the stick out of the hand of Cade Freiberger.
Oh, all right.
Harkey can get to the bench maybe.
Oh, here's a puck comes to Freiberger. Harkey finally gets to the bench, but it's too late as Lincoln picks up the puck. And we're going to have the second penalty of the game and the second one against Lincoln with 7:37 left in the period. A slash to as a yet unnamed guilty party.
Yeah, bringing up a BSN power play for the second
number?
time. Hopefully we can do a little better. They do put him on the board, 79.
79. That's Henry Lancaster is going to sit for 2 or less.
He was not happy with the call. He knocked the stick right out of Freiberger's hand as they were battling in front, and Freiberger went palms up and looked back at the zebra, who then put his arm in the air.
Back to the point. Here is the shot in front. Nice save by the goaltender Vest on a hard shot by Tyler Duvall.
And by the way, those shots from the north of the circle, I'm 100% fine with. You got people down low that can get rebounds. I'm talking about the ones off the rush when I went on my diatribe there in between periods.
Blues control temporarily off the draw, but now it's taken off by Lincoln as they carry it behind the net, and they're going to try and get it out of the zone. And man tried to get a little cute there, and he was unable to get the puck out of the zone. He had a really good opportunity. Now we got a one-on-one rush by the penalty-killing team. There's a man pushed behind the net by Wright, but he's ragging some time off the penalty. There's a long shot. Not sure Harkey saw that off the stick, but it was wide. And now here comes Duvall. Going to send it over. Not a great pass.
Yeah.
Player had to stop and reach back for it.
Get some tape to tapes, boys.
Down to 1:10 left on this power play. The entries into the offensive zone have been not great. Now here's a man, gives it away, and we got a breakaway. Got a man rushing back. He's going to be able to cut him off, but he's still going to get a shot away, I think. No, he fans on it. Nice job by Duvall to hustle back.
Yep.
Now we've got Jack Wright sends it ahead to Honert. Honert backhands it into the zone. Honert along the far wall, or the near wall rather, sends it over to Freiberger, and he couldn't control the pass, and Lincoln successfully ices the puck. We're down to 30 seconds left. We have one shot on goal on this power play opportunity. Here's a pass ahead to Mendoza out of his own zone to center. Now over the blue line, gets around one man, tries to get to a point where he can center it, but he's taken behind the net and loses the puck. Now Mendoza regains it. Back to Roseboro. Roseboro's going to let it fire. His shot is blocked by the defense. We got a man breaking. The man who blocked that shot just set sail for our offensive zone, hoping to get a return pass from his teammate, but he wasn't able to do it.
There's the end of the penalty.
Yep, penalty has been killed, and we've got 5.5 minutes left to go in the period. It's still 1-0 in favor of Lincoln. And the puck squirts out from behind the net, and Vest makes a nice save.
Might be Vest. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have shot totals up to date as of now, but I wouldn't say there's much of an advantage for your Blues as there was last night by any stretch. And 2 penalties against the Stars. Lots of times these will even out.
All right. We're back in play. Puck in the corner. Spector digs it away, but he's hit. The puck comes free, and Lincoln is going to get to it first, and they are able to clear the puck. Now here comes a man coming in. Otten puts his man gently into the boards, but it did cause him to lose the puck. And now once again, this is Jackson Otten behind his net. He doesn't know the puck's right at his stick. Now here's a centering pass right out in front. Fortunately, it comes to Amos Spector. He gets around. Well, he tries to get around. He has to settle for getting the puck into number 20.
That was 50. That was
50.
Price.
That's Price.
Yep.
And he got knocked down as he was moving into the slot to get a shot away. And the puck is free at center ice.
The Varsity boys love that.
Some great comments from the Blues Varsity as Otten's deked a man to the ice. Now here is Jackson Otten again. He's going to go down the left wing side this time. Maintains control. He's going to get to the shot. There's a shot. That was by Spector.
Nice drop pass by
Otten. That was. Now here's a puck right in front, and the Blues can't get a stick on it. 2 Stars get involved. The puck is free.
Now it comes
to the corner. Pass sent over nicely to Freiberger. Freiberger's going to let one fly. The rebound comes to the Stars, and they come back 3-on-2. But they messed that up as they enter the zone, and we got an offside.
Nice back check with a stick lift by Burgers and Fries, Cade Freiberger, and was able to gum that up.
While we got a break here, you see Kansas City's not having such a great run of it the last few weeks.
I didn't look at the scoreboard
They
last
lost
night.
to Waterloo last night, 5-2. They
Varsity
now have
or JV?
Varsity.
Oh, boy.
So they now have 2 regulation losses and 2 overtime losses to go with their 8 wins. So they're kind of dropping a little bit behind that top 2 or 3 tier.
They lost all those players.
Yeah.
As seniors.
And the scary thing is Waterloo has now won 5 in a row.
Yeah.
Now here we got. Oh, that should have been a trip against the Blues, but they didn't call it. Now here's a man going to get a shot away. Puck is loose, and Harkey makes the save and leaves no rebound, and it's a good thing because Carlson was right there at the top of the crease with his stick on the ice looking for loose change.
Yeah, Carlson and Dahlberg are very they're big bodies who are very visible in this game and were last night as well.
Comes to Sicheski. He almost loses it. He's unable to get it out. Now the puck is sent into the corner. Sicheski going to pick it up again, sends it over to Duvall. Duvall sends it ahead.
Ooh, icing.
And that misses everybody, and that'll go down for an icing against the Blues with 3:21 left in the second. 1-0 in favor of Lincoln. Yeah, we're going to have to play a Waterloo in a couple of weeks, and they're starting to put it together.
Yeah.
I'm talking varsity now.
Right,
I'm
right,
not sure
right,
how their
right.
JV's doing, but I know their varsity. Niedert is starting to light it up, and as we expected he would. Here's
surprising.
a shot right on goal, and they score.
Oh, boy.
That's a bad one.
Yeah.
That was right in front of us, and Cody Harkey had his stick on the ice, but it had a slant to it, and that puck just rolled right up the slant of the blade of Harkey's goal stick and actually wound up about 3 inches into the net.
Yep.
That's all.
That's all it did.
And unfortunately, that is that next goal that I was worried about if it wasn't scored by the Blues. So now, like yesterday, we trail 2-0.
Not an insurmountable lead, but man,
we got to start
Blues
playing
are not
better.
playing well to make that up.
No. I don't know if it's the 8:30
as opposed to 9.
a.m. Yeah.
Shouldn't make that big a difference.
No, it really shouldn't. Here's Carver Guile behind his net, sends that out along the boards. Not a great pass, and the Blues can't do anything with it. Now they have the puck loose at center ice. Guile regains it, gets it to Blunk. Blunk's going to take it down, try and cut to the middle. He gets a shot away. But again, it's about a 40-footer with nobody else anywhere near the net. So that's a save that West will tell you he should make 99.9% of the times, and he just did.
Correct. Yeah, that's exactly that shot that I don't like. But at least it's an offensive zone draw, I guess.
There are goaltenders in any league, including this one, that any shot is a good shot.
True.
But this kid doesn't appear to be one of those.
Nope.
So you got to get some deception or some screen or something to have a better chance to get one past him.
Correct.
Now the puck is along the boards, tries to get it to Wright. Wright tried to get a shot away, but it came right off his stick into the stick of a Lincoln player. Now the puck into the corner. Sends it around. And Roseboro dumps it in deep. Intercepted by Otten. Takes it into the corner but loses it. I have to say, Lincoln is playing a really, really strong defensive game.
Mm-hmm.
They're not making it easy for us. Now here's a man almost gets behind the defense, but the pass was not good. Roseboro battles forward on the corner, has his stick lifted, gets it out as far as, now here is Price, but couldn't get that one extra step to get behind that last defenseman and go in alone. Now here's a man in the high slot. It's going to move to get a shot away. Here's a backhander. It's loose in front. Man gets a shot, but it was hit the side of the net for Lincoln. Roseboro puts his man into the boards. Comes to Otten. Otten to right, and the puck is cleared out of the zone with 1:14 left in a, shall we say, lackluster second period for the Blues.
That's a good term.
Because the other word I was thinking of, I really shouldn't say.
Hold. Full hold.
Puck out of the zone to Blunk. Now we have a possible 2-on-1. Blunk over the zone, gets a nice shot, pass away, shot. The goaltender wasn't sure where that shot went, but he made the save.
Well, and the D-man had sprawled so that pass to Mendoza was
There's
difficult.
another one in front. Pass is deflected to the corner. That 2-on-1 was the first odd man rush that I think the Blues have had all day, and Blunk did a nice job of getting it to his, I can't remember who that was.
It was
Mendoza.
Yep.
But, of course, if Mendoza was a left-hand shot, it would have been a better opportunity, but obviously the kid's right-handed. That's what it is.
Correct.
Now picked up. We've got 19 seconds left in the period. The puck's at center ice. I think we better just go to the locker room and regroup.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, you're right. It's not just bad offense. It's there's definitely been
here's a
good
puck
defense.
right in front, but once again, Lincoln is there. And we're down to 2-1. That's going to be the end of the second period. And Lincoln has scored one goal in each of the first two periods. They lead it 2-0 with 1 period to go. There's still plenty of time for the Blues to come back, but they're going to have to play a lot better in the third period. They will resurface, and we will be back in about 12 minutes. This is Quad City Blues Hockey. All right, welcome back. We're getting ready for the third period of today's junior varsity game between the Blues and the Lincoln Stars, and it's been all Lincoln so far. They've only scored twice, but the difference in play between Lincoln and the Blues has been a little bit stark.
Yes, it
today.
has. Yes, it has. But before we get back into this game, which obviously the Blues have work to do, upcoming games. We've got an incredibly busy fortnight coming up for you. But please remember, this upcoming Friday, December 8th, we play Dubuque at home, and because the next day we'd have to tear down and then get up to Mason City. There's no BSN. Repeat, no BSN for one more time. No BSN on Friday night for Friday Night Ice. And then we do have Mason City on the 9th and 10th, and yes, BSN. And then Waterloo at home, and as Greg mentioned, that could be dangerous. So on a really tough upcoming 2 weeks before the Christmas break, Dubuque at home, no BSN, then at Mason City, then home versus Waterloo, and then into Christmas.
That is correct, and I wondered if Joe might keep them a little bit longer in the locker room so that he could get the full effect of what was probably a rather vociferous locker room speech, because the Blues really haven't played very well this morning, and they still have time. That's the great thing about the kids getting a break after the second period. They can go in and regroup and talk about what they're not doing. We talked. Rich and I talked. Buddy. Rich and I talked about there just doesn't seem to be much in the way of physical activity today, and Rich thought that part of that was the fact that Evan Mueller is not playing down today, and he's one of those kids that always provides physical presence and bodies bouncing. So we are underway in the third period. The Blues will be shooting at the side of the ice that we're on, so hopefully we see a lot of action down here. But right now it's down at the other end as the Stars control the play. Now Blues put it off the board and out of the zone. And, here we got a big collision between
Spector and Kim.
C.C. Spector and,
number 3.
But they both jump up. Now Lincoln goes through the center ice. So they got a man way into the zone, so they're going to have to come out again. Now they clear the zone and come out. This is Siecheski back in the corner. Spins away from one man and went to check him. Tries to put it off the boards, but loses a puck. Now here's a man going to get a shot away from in close. He's going to go for the wrap. No, he decided to, he had the puck knocked off his stick before he could go for the wraparound shot. Nothing has changed in the first minute. The play has been almost exclusively in our zone, which is not good. Kept in again. Now this is Duvall. Tries to get it out of the zone, but we have barely crossed center ice in a minute and a half. Now here's a puck loose in front of the Blues net. Player has his stick lifted, and finally they get it out. But they play it into the zone for Lincoln, but they're the ones that put it in. They were just going D to D to set up their rush. Now here's a man coming down the boards, gets a shot away, and well over the net, and once again from nearly 50 feet away. Try and get a little closer. Here is Honert with a shot. That was on goal. Now the puck comes right out in front, and Lincoln starts coming back the left side boards. Tries to get around Otten. Otten forces him to the corner. Now it's a nice centering pass, but nobody there. Here's a shot from the right point that's deflected to the far wall. Now man puts it into the corner for Lincoln. And here's a long pass to nobody that winds up at center ice and played by Lincoln. It's like there's an invisible wall at their blue line. We're just not able to penetrate. Now here's a man coming down. He's knocked down, doesn't get a shot away, and the Blues clear the zone. But just clearing the zone isn't going to get it done when you're down 2.
Correct.
Stolen away. Shot wide to the left by Lincoln. Didn't have much of a chance. Taken right off the stick. Just crossed the red line, so that won't be icing against the Blues as it rolls around to the near side corner. Here's Alexander. Has his stick lifted. The puck comes back to the point. There's a long shot deflected in front. That went off a Blues player. I think that might have gone off Mendoza.
Agreed.
But the puck did not deflect in a positive way for the Blues, like into the back of their net,
Right.
like yesterday. Puck back in the corner. This is Mendoza. Steers it to the corner, but it's played there by Argosian. Sent around to the far point. Kept in nicely there.
That was Ethan Quinn, yeah.
By Quinn. And here's a pass that's going to go all the way down. That should be an icing against Lincoln, and it is.
Yeah, still need to string together some passes in the offensive zone to get that pressure going. Just not happening for your Blues as of yet. We're going to have...
We've played 3 minutes and 50 seconds in the third period, and I think we have that one shot on goal.
Yep. Wright, Spector, and Filion.
Filion sends it to Spector behind the net. Now maintains control. He gets it out in front. A shot hit the crossbar. The puck is loose in the crease. Jack Wright had about an 8-foot shot, and he lofted it over the goal, or over the goaltender, and it hit the crossbar and dropped down, and the goaltender was able to cover it.
Yep. And Jack there smacks his stick down on the ice. He knows he was that close to
getting the Blues back in the game.
Bite out of this lead.
Yep. Here's another shot. Missed the net from about 15 feet away. That one was by E. Quinn. Puck is loose. Now it comes to center ice, and here's number 34. Sends it in. Nice play by Quinn to deflect it out of the rink. And so we'll have a face-off in the blue zone. That was Sobanski for Lincoln that tried to go around Ethan Quinn. Quinn would have none of it and blocked the shot, with the resulting face-off in the near side circle to the left of Cody Harkey.
Freiberger, Panther, and Honert is your offensive line. Tyler, Duvall, and Krzyzewski on the back end.
Now the puck comes clear to center ice. It looked like Honert was doing a little bit of cherry picking there. Here's a lead pass for Panther that just failed to click. The Blues are going to have to start taking some chances with their wingers to put them out there in their center ice and hope to spring somebody, because nothing is happening for the Blues offensively.
Yeah, they're going to have to fly the zone just a little bit. All right, same five. A little closer to us this time.
Now here's number 3 for Lincoln, taking into the zone. Shot. Harkey makes the save, leaves a rebound, but the Blues clear it out of there, and they look to come out of the zone. Now this is Freiberger. Here's a shot right on goal. Freiberger picks up the rebound. Here's a man going to come in and shoot. Nice save by West.
Duvall took that ice that he had available before he fired that. I like that.
That was a good sequence. A good shot by Freiberger. He picked up the rebound, took it behind the net, sent it out to Duvall, and Duvall's shot was on net, but the goaltender was up to the challenge. So let's see if we can build on that and get something with a little more net front presence and find a way to beat this kid.
Yep.
Now, here once again, here's Freiberger's. He's at the end of his shift. He was out there a while. It had a good rush. Now this is, you can't see who that is. That was
Duvall.
Yeah.
Now back to Lincoln.
Now his puck is behind the net, controlled by Lincoln. Otten trying to get it out. Unable to do so. Now the Blues come out, but look at that, surrounded by 3 guys. The Blues get into the zone onside. This is Otten.
Honert.
I'm sorry, that was Honert. Took it to the corner and then lost it. Now there's a long shot inflected. Hunter tried to deflect it in front of the net, but couldn't get a stick on it. Back to the point. Here's a long shot. Tries to get it to Blunk. Blunk along the far boards, gets it back to the point to Otten. Otten back to Blunk. It goes by him and comes around to the near side wall. Good check on Lancaster. Mendoza goes down. That's okay. And here they come again. The Blues stop the rush, send it back in. We're down to 8:13 left in the game. And the Blues still looking to get one behind West for the first time. Puck sent in from the center red line. Back into the corner. Lancaster sends it back. Here's a long shot from well behind the center line, and that's going to be a totally unnecessary icing against Lincoln. I'm sure their coach can't be thrilled with that. All he had to do was take another 3 strides and dump it in left, in late, deep, and we'd be having action down at the far end of the rink by our goaltender instead of right in front of theirs.
Correct.
This is Freiberger back after a short rest on the bench. Price out there with him. Lincoln wins the draw. Sends it out to the far boards. Now puck comes loose right in front, but once again, Lincoln is there. They're just a step faster than the Blues today in getting to loose pucks. Can the Blues keep it in? Yes, they do. This is Guile. His shot toward the net is deflected by Moravsky, who sends it around to the far side. Kept in. Here's a shot from about 25 feet out dead center that kind of fluttered over the net. Didn't have a lot on it. Here's Price. Sends it around, tries to get it to Freiberger. And once again, puck behind the Lincoln net, but the Blues really haven't been in control of it.
No.
Now once again, this is Price. Gets it to Honert. Honert's centering pass for Freiberger, just missed. And now after some good zone time, the Blues have to go back on defense.
Yeah, zone time, but not dangerous chances, as you mentioned, unfortunately.
Now here's a man breaking down the right wing, tries to get a nice save by Harkey as he gets the shot away. Now back to the left point. Long shot. Missed the net. Here's a pass trying to bounce it off the boards and get it to number 13 or 17 right. He's able to backhand it at least halfway into the zone. Kind of a dangerous pass there by Quiverdo. But like everything else, Lincoln is doing it. Even when they do something that not particularly well, it works out for them. Puck now along the near side wall. The Blues come back. This is number 3, Spector. Yeah. He crossed the blue line but lost the puck. Once again, Wright has the puck taken off his stick at center ice. The Blues trying to come back. Good lift of the stick there on Wright as he tried to get a shot away. Wright tries to center it. Now he's going to get a shot away. That puck was going wide, but the goaltender, West, made a save. That puck was headed for the corner, but West decided he wanted to slow things down.
Yep. And with 5:32 and down by 2, we're really getting to crunch time here. You're going to need a goal in the next few shifts to make this a manageable opportunity for your Blues. Blanc, Honert, and the Mendoza, Duvall, and Szczeski.
Kept in ever so briefly. Now it comes back, and Lincoln gets the puck into the blue zone, taken off in there by Szczeski. Szczeski sends a pass ahead. One man tries to get it to Honert. Honert's going to, he's stopped! Great ice goal on the rebound!
It's in!
Not sure who got, I guess it was Honert that scored on the rebound.
Looks like Mendoza got the goal. The first pass was Blunk to Honert. Honert to the goal, and then Mendoza whacked it across. Here it comes. Blunk to Honert. Honert almost in, and Mendoza poked it from underneath the pad. All right, I said they needed one this shift. Well, pretty close to that, so we'll try prophecy again and say, how about we run it back and get another?
You got to credit a great save on the initial shot by Honert, because I thought he was going to score there for sure.
I thought so too.
West made the save, but he couldn't control the rebound, and Mendoza stuck with it and knocked it to the back of the net. So now the Blues have hope. They're only one goal behind. Back to the point. Let's see if this creates some bounce in the step of these Blues players, as they know now that they are within striking distance. Now the puck is sent out to center ice, sent right back in. Blues are going to have to go back and pick it up. This is Duvall. Duvall sends it ahead to Blunk. Blunk sends it, tries to get it to number 16 Mendoza, but the pass is picked off. Now Otten in his own zone, turns. Going to look to skate it through a couple of players there. He takes it down the right wing boards, has it knocked off his stick, but he's going to regain it. Sends it to the corner. Now they go D to D behind the net to try and clear the zone, and they do. The Blues are going to have to go back and pick it up again. This is Roseboro trying to backhand it in. Didn't have enough oomph to get it over the blue line. Now Roseboro from his knees sends it into the zone, but the Blues were all out at center ice anticipating a rush by Lincoln, so nothing much they could do with that. We're down to a little bit less than 4 minutes. Here's a man breaking down the right side. Good play by Roseboro to knock it off his stick, so there was no shot. Now Rosie whirls in the corner. And who's got it? The Stars maintain control. They send it back into the corner. 3 or 4 of them, they're battling in the corner. Time ticking away as they can't get anything going. The ref says play it. That's been an extended. Now the puck comes loose. A man sends it out in front. Here's a man going to walk right in. Shot. Missed the net. He had space there.
And a lot of screening humans.
Plenty of room there. Now the puck is finally sent out to center ice. A good scrum there for Lincoln because it took about 25 seconds off the clock. Now this is Filion battling in the corner, trying to keep it in. But Lincoln comes back 2-on-2. Man gets around one. He's going to get in all alone. Shot.
Ooh,
Harkey made the save. Boy, I thought that one,
I was
that looked like
that.
a couple of other chances where they have scored this weekend, but Harkey made the save on that one. 2:39 left. Here's a man breaking to the circle, sends it in front. Knocked to the corner by the defense. Lincoln playing like the team that needs a goal right now.
Yep.
And the Blues are kind of stuck in their own zone. There's a long shot that's knocked down by actually went off his teammate. Now they bring it into the zone. And the puck is just dumped out to center ice, and Lincoln's going to get there first. And sent all the way down. He was well inside the red line, so there's no icing on that. We can't even get a stoppage of play to get a timeout to discuss what we want to do here. Now
right.
here's a man breaking. This
Mendoza
gets it over to number. That's 92 Honert right in front of us. Blunt trying to dig it out. He now comes back to the point. Here's a long shot right along the ice, deflected in front by the defense, but it goes wide. Now it comes to the far point, sends it over to Guile, and Guile can't keep it in at the point. And now we've got a one-on-one break for Lincoln. Man trying to get to the net.
Nice cut
and
across.
A good play by Otten, I believe.
Yes, it was.
Now the Blues come back. 1:23 left. Into the zone comes Honert. He's pushed to the corner and loses control of the puck. And Lincoln looks like they're going to be able to clear the zone, and they do. We're down to 1:12 left. And puck looked like it went up into the players' bench, and that's a break for the Blues because they can call a timeout now if they want to.
Yeah, I would assume
and
it's
decide actually give those players who've been on the ice a little bit of a 1-minute break. Are they going to do it? I think he'll probably wait until just before they drop it to call the timeout.
They always do.
And,
nope, not going to do it.
And Greg's wrong again. Okay. All right. Puck comes free. Sent into the zone. Blues are able to keep it in temporarily, but now the Lincoln's going to clear it out. We're down to 50 seconds. We may never even get a chance to pull our goaltender. Here's Sitcheski, puts it over to Duvall, gets it back to Freiberger. Freiberger over the blue line, going to get a shot. It's deflected by the defense, never got anywhere near the net. Price tries to get one to the front. Now see if we can keep it in here, and we can't. And Harkey can't get to the net. There's only 30 seconds left. We got a 2-on-1 coming the other way. Knocked off the player's stick, but this is just draining the last few seconds of the game.
Yeah.
Blues are going to need a miracle here to get something.
Nope.
They need to go 200 feet in 15 seconds and get a shot past this goaltender. They get it out, but the puck is controlled at center ice. We're down to 10 seconds. Now it's back in the offensive zone for Lincoln, and the Blues are going to fall short here. And Lincoln comes away with another one-goal win. And the only difference is this day the Blues don't even get a point because they couldn't get it to overtime. The goal by Mendoza gave them a chance with about 4 minutes to play, but after that they just seemed like they couldn't get anything. They never really had a good chance after that.
Nope.
So that'll do it for the first game of the day. This was a disappointing effort today by the Blues. They had a chance to get to 500. They fall to 4-6-2 on the season, and they'll need to gear it up real quickly because they got 3 big games next week against Dubuque and Mason City. That's it for the first game. We'll be back in about 25 minutes after they've resurfaced the ice and had their warm-up. This is Quad City Blues Hockey.